Hello! Welcome back to my channel if you guys have been here before, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I go by Judge Jordan because we like to judge things on this channel. So today we are going to be talking about season 2 of XO Kitty, which follows the youngest sister of Lara Jean, who, if you guys have seen the To All the Boys I've Loved Before films on Netflix, Kitty, aka Catherine Song Covey, is the youngest sister of Lara Jean, and they also have another sister, Margot, as well. But yeah, if you guys have watched those films, you'll know who Kitty is, and obviously the first season has been out like since last year, so the second season has just dropped and I have just finished watching it. I don't know when it came out actually, the 16th I think. Yes, and today when I'm filming this is the 19th, so I watched it in like 3 days, and I would have finished it earlier but I was busy, so I just finished it last night and I have no script or notes or anything. I kind of just sat down in front of the camera and we're just going to talk about the thoughts while it's still like fresh in my brain. So if you guys enjoy this show or know what I'm talking about, then this video will be for you. So yeah, let's just get into it. So before I talk about this season, I'm just going to give a quick recap on the first season just so we kind of remember. So the first season, Kitty goes to KISS, which is the Korean International School of Seoul, which is set in Seoul, Korea. So she goes there to try and learn more about her mother, who also went to KISS, and she was also going to be with her boyfriend Dae. But then there was this whole like, he was in a fake relationship with Yuri because she is gay and she needed like a male cover because of her family image and all this stuff. So blah, 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 blah. Long story short, at the end, Kitty ends up breaking up with Dae, and she instead discovers she's bi and that she's in love with Yuri. And also the season ended with Dae's friend Minho like proclaiming his love for Kitty on the plane, and then it ended. So that's where season 1 left off. Then we get to season 2 where Kitty has made it back for her second year or semester at KISS, and she gets there, and then obviously she is still in love with Yuri, but she hasn't talked to her all summer because of these conflicting feelings and the fact that Yuri is with her girlfriend Juliana. So Kitty gets to her school and goes to her new room, and it's filled with Juliana, Yuri, and this new girl that we meet, Stella. So when this plot point was introduced, I was like, oh my god, like this is going to be juicy because they're going to be living together, and that's going to be really hard for her because they're obviously like making out in front of her face all the time, and she's like confused about these feelings she has for Yuri. But then that just didn't really happen. Like it lasted for like maybe 2 episodes at the start where they're like, oh, they're just kissing all the time, but then like that's it, to be honest. Like nothing really exciting happened. And since we're just on the topic, I was kind of really disappointed in the Yuri storyline, because in the first season, like Yuri was really prevalent character in it, and like I really loved her character, so I really wanted to see more of her in this season, but then she just kind of wasn't there at all really. So on their kind of storyline, like yes, Yuri did end up kissing Kitty and consequently cheating on Juliana. So they had one kiss, but like Yuri had no idea that Kitty liked her at all. Like there just wasn't really any vibes. Like they were living together and they're just like, oh, it's, you know, she's just my friend, and like you couldn't even see her like begin to realize, oh, maybe she does like me. No, they just like kissed and then that was it, and then basically never talked to each other for the rest of the season, and she just wasn't there at all. So yeah, I definitely was really disappointed in how they did that storyline, because I was expecting it to be more, I don't know, just I don't even know the word, just like more. Like you expected something more to happen because it was so built up in the last season, and she realized she had feelings for Yuri, and then they kissed, and then just that was it, and they fell out. And then yeah, they became friends randomly at the end again, but there was no like tension, and you'd like, oh yeah, I don't know, I just thought it was disappointing. But let me know what you thought on that one. And then we had the storyline of Minho, whose dad owns this entertainment company, like Moon Entertainment or something, and he was funding the school's new like arts program. So there was this whole thing with like Minho trying to like reconnect with his dad, who wasn't really there. And then remember Stella, Kitty's new roommate, well, Stella gets in with Minho and they start dating. And then Kitty and Minho didn't really talk at the start of the season because it was really awkward, because he obviously got rejected by her on the plane. And then they were kind of fine, but there was supposed to be like romantic tension between them. But I think there was just like too much they were trying to do. They were trying to do Stella's storyline, who ended up being a kind of nut job, who is actually called Esther, and she auditioned for Minho's dad's company. She did a sing-song and she got publicly humiliated on TV. So then she got loads of plastic surgery and was going to try ruin his dad's life and like try be a famous star and everything. So she was using Minho to get to his dad. So that was all going on at this time, whilst Kitty and Minho were kind of supposed to be having tension as well, which they did. I really did enjoy the storyline where Kitty was trying to find her Korean family, and obviously she does not speak any Korean, so Minho went with her to, you know, act as a translator, and because obviously he still has feelings for her. So those scenes were quite cute. And then there was this scene in the rain. Oh, and I thought they were gonna kiss, but they didn't, and I'm kind of glad, because otherwise it would have meant 2 cheating scenes. Obviously Kitty and Yuri kissed, which means that Yuri cheated on Juliana, and if Kitty and Minho kissed, that would mean Minho cheated on Stella, even though she was evil. I don't really think that's the right message to be sending across, that yeah, it's fine because you like someone else, that you could just kiss them even though they are dating someone. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that they didn't do that. Like, if someone you like has a girlfriend, then wait for them to break up with said girlfriend before you kiss them, because cheating is a no. So yeah, Kitty discovering her Korean family was like, I really enjoyed that. And I also love the incorporation of all the Korean in the show. So like, I personally watch K-dramas, so that obviously that's all in Korean, and I just read English subtitles. So I kind of enjoyed the fact that obviously they are in Korea, and like Minho and Dae and Yuri are all Korean, and they like live in Seoul, so their natural first language is Korean. So that was really nice to see them like talking more in Korean. So it was kind of like half Korean and half English, which I personally really enjoyed. So yeah, I love Minho and Kitty. Like, I want them to be together. Like, I never really, you know, vibed with Dae and Kitty, but Minho and Kitty, yes. So there is going to be season 3 where they are together, which I'm excited for, but I don't know how it's going to be, because at the end of season 2 they obviously left, or Kitty obviously asked if she could go with Minho for summer break with like his dad and stuff to travel. So hopefully they're just friends, because oh my god, there would be nothing worse than the start of season 3 is that they're together, because you want to see their relationship, like, you know, they're like, have the tension, have their first kiss, which hopefully will be in the rain. But like, you know what I mean? I just don't want them to like have ended the series and then they're magically together in season 3, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was just kind of like all over the place. Like, you thought there would be tension in certain areas, like with Minho and with Yuri, and then there just wasn't really the tension level that you were expecting, personally for me anyway. So yeah, I did really enjoy this show though. Like, I didn't know where the Stella angle was going. Obviously I knew she was evil, but until Kitty figured out that she had been like rejected by like Minho's dad, then yeah, that was interesting. And also Dae and Eunice, like Eunice, I don't know if she was in season 1 or if she's a new character, but I kind of they were quite cute together. But again, I just don't know. I don't really feel like anyone had chemistry in this season for some reason. And I don't know why. So yeah, but Day and Eunice were together, and then Day's dad ended up being in a car crash and having to go to the hospital, and in order to like pay his hospital bills, Day was going to enter the competition at the school for the Moon Entertainment. Like Minho's dad was throwing a competition, and then if you won you got a cash prize, and his girlfriend Eunice, they got together, had to do their performances separately, meaning that they were going to be main competitors to each other. And then in the end, Eunice did end up winning the competition over Day, and I thought, okay, she's won, she's gonna give the cash prize to Day so he can help pay for his dad's hospital bills, because surely that's what you would do for your boyfriend, or at least give him some money towards it, because I think she was really wanting to go like upwards in the entertainment sector. So she would be going on tour with Minho's brother, who's the singer, and getting all that fame from there. So I thought she was going to be like, oh, okay, like I just want that, but I don't really need the money, so you can have the money. But then she just didn't, and it kind of just ended and did not go where I was expecting. So I was kind of like, oh, okay. And instead, plot twist was that Day's dad came home from the hospital and said that he's filed a lawsuit, or the hospital bills are being paid by this lawsuit that he was taking against Yuri's dad, who Day's dad was a chauffeur for Yuri's dad's company. So she is going to have like no money and be broke because of this lawsuit against her dad, because all his assets are frozen, and obviously that's where she gets her money from. It's her parents, so she's like gonna have no money, which will be interesting to see that in the next season. But yeah, I'm kind of really sad that we didn't get to see any of Yuri really in this season at all, because she was in it loads in the first season. Like the first season was like all about her, and then she just really wasn't there at all in any meaningful way in the second season, so that was really disappointing. And I do wish Minho and Kitty had more like tension. I did like their little flirting at the start when he was like, oh, I told you I loved you and you smiled on the plane, and she was like, no, it was a grimace. Like it was like, you know, a grimace is like, no, like that. And she was like, that's what it was. And he was like, I don't think so. So that was kind of cute at the start before he got with Stella, and then he got with Stella, and then yeah, I don't know, there was just kind of lots of different storylines going on, although I did like the storyline with Q and Jin. Ooh, and I was just like thinking there that I was very surprised by Day's song in the competition, because if you noticed that when Day's dad picked him up in the car from school, there was like this opera kind of song on that used to be his mum's favorite song. So they were talking about that. And then he obviously entered the singing contest, and then at the end, like Stella was sabotaging everyone. So she like sabotaged his music and his dancers and all of these other stuff. So I was like, okay, it's all gonna like fall apart. So he's going to like sing a really meaningful song to him instead of like some song that he doesn't really care for just to get like views and stuff. So I thought that was what was going to happen. Like he would sing his mum's song and it would be like really emotional, and yeah, that just didn't happen. And instead it was a proper like, you know, K-pop dance song where they're like, ooh yeah, I mean the dancing was cool, I enjoyed it, but it was just like, what was the point in including that? It was like a little Easter egg that like, or foreshadowing that they were going to make him sing that song, and then he just never sang the song. So yeah, let me know if anyone else noticed that, because I definitely thought that was what was gonna happen and it didn't, so maybe that was just me, but yeah. Oh, and also, did anyone notice that like the actress who plays Kitty is Anna Carhart? I love her, she's so cute, but in season 1, this is what she looked like, and then in season 2, I think she's had like her teeth like redone, because I think in the first film she had a little gap between her teeth, and then she's now gotten new teeth. So I did notice this, but this just makes me sad because I really hope she didn't get any hate for how her teeth looked in the first season, because that would be really sad, because I think she's so cute. So yeah, I did notice that. and I was just like wondering if anyone like knew if she got like hate or anything for that, which I really hope she didn't, but I did just notice that little difference. And her new hair, oh, it was so long and nice. Oh, and I forgot that Peter Kavinsky, who is the main love interest in To All the Boys I Loved Before films, popped up, so that was a nice little cameo for him there. Although like I don't know why they can't get Lana Condor, who played Lara Jean, to like come into the show, because they got the other sister. I hope she comes in season 3, because I feel like, yes, that would be cute. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the seasons. I'm so sorry this video was all over the place, because I literally just sat down and I'm just like talking out my ass. So I apologize for this video making no sense, but yeah, that was just my like thoughts, which were just coming out. You know, you just get a thought and it pops out. That is what happened here. So comment down below what your thoughts are, because yeah, my overall is that like I do wish there was more depth of the characters and more like tension and things going on in the relationships with everyone, like kind of as I've said. So yeah, that was my only thing, but I did really enjoy this season, and all the actors and actresses are like amazing and they're so cute, so I really enjoyed all their performances. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are down below, and please subscribe if you guys haven't already, and also please give this video a like and a comment, because that really helps me out, so I really appreciate it, so thank you. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say on that for just now, but I look forward to chatting with you guys in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. So yeah, this will be bye for now.